So thank you everyone for joining us tonight as we dive into Heroes of Hyperborea. We're going to do a quick little reset here. My name is Trevor. I am your DM storyteller guy tonight. And below me, we have two of our three players are with us tonight. First, below me is my beard. Y'all are both bearded. But the full beard, I guess the full bearded person below me is...
Hey, my name's Danny. I play a paladin named Brogan. Paladin of Apollo, and he's a blast. And Bob might be joining us. He had some tooth issues, so
right.
If he joins us, I think his face is all swollen up, and he might be on pain meds. Which
right. If he does show up later, it could be hilarious. We'll just have to see how that goes. All right, and then below him, my brother, all the way from Austin, Texas. Introduce yourself.
Hey, giddy up! It's Chris. Bradley. I have the same surname as one Trevor Bradley. And I play the character Magos from Greece. And he is consumed with power from the star metal that he's been collecting across the flat plains of Hyperborea. He met up with this motley crew, and they have promised to take him to another realm where there's even more star metal. So he's basically a hitchhiker.
Well, there you go. All right, so now let's pick up our story where we left off a few weeks ago. We had a little bit of a break, but we're back. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to pick up the action directly after our last episode. So let's do a quick recap. So the adventure had taken our heroes out into the wilds to find Wolfsbane for the town of Ryland. Now, Ryland was having a lycanthropy problem, a werewolf problem, and they've been traveling out. They found, after several days out, they found the Wolfsbane, and now they've been bringing it back. And just before they got back to town, they saw that the lake, which was frozen on the way in, was now the ice was breaking, and Sarnathians, the fishmen, had started kind of popping back out of the ice. So they decided to take a different route, and they took a route through the hills. Now, when they went through the hills, they found an altar or some type of ruin or something, and that is where we're going to pick up tonight. We're going to pick up right back where we were. So here's where we are. They had just finished having this massive melee combat with these two giant undead elephants, which we jokingly called the Elephants. And they had slayed these giant elephants, and it was a huge battle that they had as they brought these massive things down. And it was from here that we're going to pick up right from the action. So as the second one fell down to the south, the smoke still coming and charred off of the body, as Magos had summoned the burning hands out of his meteor, out of his star metal, and it just totally frayed this thing and melted the thing down to the ground. That is where we pick up. Now, Brogan, you're on your horse, Draken, as well as your friend Vorpai, the female cataphract that we have learned, who's been with you, your hired hand. So you two have been riding horses together and lancing everything in sight. We also have over to the side, we have your other companions has joined you. We have Magus over here, and then in front of him we have Siku, we have Hugo, and we also have the young Walian, who is a young cleric of Apollo that we have learned. And then also we have Androcles, who is still flying around on his magic boots, just recently dispatching the other elephant. Now all of us are together, and it is at this point that we pick up the action.
No.
Say again?
He stabbed himself while using his magic boots. He
did.
He slayed himself.
He did.
Wasn't it with like a flying disc?
Yes. He's got like a flying, it's like a returning knife that he was like throwing it, and he rolled a massive 1. He sliced his foot, and if you remember, we've had to kind of catch up with what has been used. You've used your healing hands, and we know what spells have been used. So now we pick up the action. The bodies are still laying on the ground, and now we pick up. Let's pick up with Magus. So Magus, you're standing over the corpse of this giant elephant, this undead elephant. This the zombied flesh still stinking as it's being seared from the heat off of your hands. You just kind of like burned this thing in front. And from there, what would you like to do?
I'd like to look for any treasure on this giant elephant. Is there anything attached to it? Anything that might tell us more about from whence it came?
You do look about, and you do see some markings carved into the tusk of the elephant. And as you look at it, it looks to be some type of writing that you're not overly familiar with. It strikes you as odd. It's not like an incantation or anything, but there is some type of symbology, like it's carved into the tusk of the elephant.
I'm going to use some parchment to sketch over it and see if I can't figure this out later. Okay.
So you're going to work on copying down the strange etchings on the tusk of the elephant. And as you're doing that, Brogan, what would you like to do? Still on top of your horse.
I'm going to take stock of who all's wounded and just try to sequester them over somewhere and just try to triage.
Okay, as you look over, Vorpai seems okay. Her shield was splintered in the attack, but she has a second shield, a smaller one. She picks that up and starts kind of writing about it and kind of checking the area. Vorpai looks over her shoulder and she goes, I'll ride around and scout to make sure there's no more of these things. And with that, she's just kind of like scouting about, as you can hear the hooves of her massive horse kind of running about and checking on everything. Young Walian comes up to you, totally just enamored with the whole situation, and he goes, Master Brogan, did you see? I walloped him good.
Did great, son. That was a mighty blow.
Just finishing. He's now carrying your shield and your morning star, and you can see there's still like bits of flesh hanging off of the morning star as he was able to land as he says, a mighty blow on the elephant. But you're impressed and also relieved that he's still alive.
Like, was this your first kill in the name of Apollo?
Well, except for the wolf that we killed earlier, but he was being held. But yeah, this one fought back, so yes.
I'm going to ask him to look at his amulet, the one he made out of, like, vines and sticks and stuff. I'm going to ask him if I can look at it.
Okay. He says, sure. So he puts the morning star down and props the shield down. He takes the necklace off and he hands it to you. It's actually made okay. I mean, he grew up in a leatherworking shop, so he knows how to tie things together. And the idea you see is he's done a pretty decent job with it.
I'm gonna take mine off and be like, you only need one more thing to be the part, and I'm gonna give him my amulet and put his on me.
Oh, he looks and goes, I don't know if I'm worthy of such a gift. You're so kind.
Oh, you're more than worthy, son. More than worthy. Apollo shining his smiling light down upon you right now. Good job.
Thank you. Siku walks over. He looks and goes, he did well. He did well, Master Brogan. You will be proud. And also you see Hugo still cleaning the daggers off of the body as he is pulling that off and trying to cleaning the blades and everything. And it looks like Bob is showing up. Bob is showing up. So I guess he's going to be off camera tonight, but he is here.
Yes.
All right, so let's get him kind of caught up. So just everyone knows, Bob is back. He's been on some pain meds. I guess are you going to try to fight through it?
I am. I'm loopy, but it's game time.
It's loopy, but it's game time. It's okay. I appreciate it. So you had a tooth issue?
Yes, I fractured a tooth. I cannot believe this.
Let's go ahead and let's get Bob caught up. So we're picking up exactly where we were 2 weeks ago. The elephants have been downed, and everyone is kind of scouting the area. Vorpai's riding about, looking about, and scouting to see if there's any more of these things. Now Androcles, as you're kind of flying around, you're still a bit wounded. I believe you were healed by the healing hands of Brogan, if I recall, and
Thanks
then
to the power
also
of Apollo.
right.
Yes.
And what you're seeing now is you're still kind of flying about. Your shoes are still activated for another few hours. You look down and you see Brogan has now handed Walian his amulet and is traded with him. So now Brogan is carrying the little one that he made, that Walian made, but he's handing his actual amulet of Apollo. He's handing it off to young Walian, who is celebrating the massive walloping he gave the elephant in the name of Apollo. So you see that kind of celebration happening. But one thing you do notice is that Magos has pulled out some parchment and seems to be trying to etch something off of the tusk of the elephant. And as you you swoop down and look, and you see that he's pulling there's some type of markings on the tusk of the elephant.
Really? I'll try to read them.
You don't recognize the language.
Stop flying about and come down here. I need some help.
Of course. What is that, Scrimshaw?
Yes, it's I brought it with me in my travels. It comes in handy from time to time, and I always have it with me. But perhaps you can take a look at this.
Of course. Are these runes, Trevor? What do we say?
It's not any type of incantation. You don't know what it is, but from your folklore, you've seen this writing before. It is the ancient language of Sarnath.
Interesting, friend Magos. This would be the ancient language of Sarnath itself. The Sarnathian Empire, as you know, fell, and its ruins are all about us. However, someone has possibly activated the enchantments upon these elephants, and I wonder. As I was scanning about, Trevor, did I see anything else? Did I hear anything when I went up higher? I'll go up about
The only other thing that you're still watching, you're still watching that red star or whatever it is in the distance. It seems to be hanging low and getting somewhat closer.
But we don't think that the red star could have awoken the undead, do we?
Don't know. Maybe it's a comet or a meteor.
Can I do a lore check in terms of some kind of a comet that would circulate every?
Yeah, you're not coming up with anything off the top of your head.
Okay, all right.
Have we investigated this altar?
You did. It was an altar to the God Lanaqua, which is remember we found out that was a deity that lycanthropes actually worship. She's the moon god.
Remember the werewolves of this area that are still active, apparently, because there was fresh sacrifice.
Right.
So we have to be on the lookout for those.
All right. Trying to remember.
Of course.
I'm looking about. Is there anything else for us to check out post-war?
As you finish your investigation of the elephant, you walk about. You're interested in the statue in the middle, as it's this giant statue of this female depiction of Lanaqua, this moon god or goddess. And as you look about, you do see that there's under some of the snow and the dirt, you do see loosely buried there is some type of pouch that you find as you kind of kick it across, and you find that loosely placed in here looks to be someone left some type of gift or something for the deity itself. As you look about, you pick it up and you hear it clinging about. As you look inside, you find it's gathering coins and things in there. But the one thing that you do find that's quite interesting is you pick up is there seems to be some type of vile liquid in there.
A vial liquid, you say?
Can I use my identify ability?
Now, here's the thing: as a magician ability, you don't actually have to cast identify on this. You can just you can taste it and you know what it is.
That's cool.
All right.
Let me look it up for you. This was rolled in chat 2 weeks ago, and we're just now getting to it. Yes, it is a potion of super speed.
Whoa. Nice.
Drinking the potion produces the identical effect of the haste spell.
Yes.
This
That'll be
is something that they called, from where I came from, cocaine. It makes you faster.
Well, if it makes us faster, then we definitely need to give that to friend Brogan.
Oh
Perhaps
man,
it will motivate him.
I've already drank half of it. No. Didn't we have some other things that we hadn't identified yet?
Yeah, I think you have to wait till you get back to town.
Okay. I didn't know if he could identify them with his spells or.
There was the other potion of fire breathing that he had from earlier.
Didn't I
And-
give that to the kid?
You gave that to the kid. And then there was a potion of invincibility that you gave to Brogan.
Well, he doesn't need that potion because he's already invincible.
That is a potion of Brogan.
Brogan.
Actually,
So
I'll trade
who is going to have the potion of super speed?
you. Brogan, if you want that one, or do you want me to have it, and then you keep the potion of invincibility?
Yeah, I was
Invincibility
thinking
can only be used by Brogan.
Okay. Well, then in that case, actually,
Yeah, I was thinking Bob with the speed because he can get up and just rain down hell. You know.
Or you could give it to one of the NPCs.
Vorpie.
Let's
Give
give
it to Vorpie.
it to the Vorpie.
Yes. Give it to Vorpie.
I think I'm having
Matter
a
of
little
fact-
buyer's remorse on Vorpie. She's kind of worthless in combat.
No, do not
It's
say that.
remorse.
Do not say that. I completely disagree. Look, she's a
Some
shield maiden.
mercenaries
She's there for
remorse.
defense. She has done exactly what she needs to do, kept herself alive and kept me alive. So,
She has been good.
defensively, she's fantastic defensively.
That's true.
And
I do want to say that, Magus, you would know this. I'm going to give this to you because of your high intelligence and the haste spell. Anything that makes you go faster does have a side effect. It ages you.
Ooh.
I will warn you, in case you've getting feelings for this war woman. Cocaine will make her faster, but it will also create aged alterations in her face and in her neck. She'll look older than she actually is.
I don't mind a mature woman, and I am not worried about fertility because our species do not mate with humans. So,
Not her hands. Not her hair.
Chris has completely lost it. All right.
That was the most random, wonderful thing I've heard.
You could give it to Walian and make him age.
I was thinking that. Like, what is the age?
It gives 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Ages you
sure.
1 year.
all right,
think
we'll
it's
give it to
really-
Walian.
Maybe the kid could reach puberty.
Sure,
sooner.
we'll give it to Walian.
Yeah.
That's fine. Give it to Walian.
And I'm going to tell him, too, if he drinks it, this will age you a year.
Now, Trevor, when you role play
Yeah,
him,
it'll
you're
make
gonna
him
have
more
to
of a
let that means your voice is going to have to change, or at least
Well, with
crack.
with the throat issues I'm having already from the cold, that won't be a problem. It'll come naturally.
The voice that's coming out of Trevor's neck. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
All right, so you do find several coins in here as well. You find some silver pieces. You actually find some platinum pieces. You find 28 silver pieces, and you find 28 platinum pieces, which is very rare to find that. Now, the silver pieces are interesting. As you pick those up and look at them, there's actually, like, they stink.
Really?
They actually,
Like,
like, has, like, they smell like
Wolfer?
almost like they've been burned. Like, something's burned on them.
What's been burned on them? Can we see? Or can we look?
No, they
can we
just
hold them over the
stink.
fire?
They just
Okay.
stink.
Is there any? I just want to look and see if I were to dig around the base of the statue, if there's been anything buried around it, or if there's. It just seems like since I found things at the base that maybe there's something more to the underside of the statue.
You go and continue to dig. As you dig, you find another. You dig about and you find a bunch of copper chains like necklaces, and they're all connected, they're like all knotted together. There's 20 copper necklaces knotted together.
Does this mean anything to you, Androcles?
Are there any markings of them, Trevor? I mean, are they?
They're just copper
Chains
necklaces.
or-
They're just like,
20 of them.
there's just 20 of them like knotted together. It's like whatever people have just been bringing things here as an offering.
Okay, but nothing significant. Like there's no blood on them. You know, like
No.
20 people who were sacrificed, and maybe this.
No,
is
you
what-
don't see any. There's no blood. I mean, they seem pretty dirty and they're just kind of knotted up. I mean, there is value to them. They are copper.
Okay, sure.
And there's 20 of them.
How
Alright.
old does this statue look?
It looks pretty old.
Hmm.
It's hard to tell.
I say that what harm could come if we took the head of this statue with us?
Magus, come on, my friend. We do not need to defile an altar. That's just poor form. Even though it's not our deity, I still have respect for other cultures. And what you speak of is, again, that's disrespectful to their culture.
But I'm wondering if it has something to do with the lichen.
Well, it certainly has something to do with the lichens. However, you still don't need to disrespect their history and their culture. It's their beliefs.
Is it, or is it overtaking them?
Well, I do not believe that she would be the one that would decide whether or not they're going to be evil. I think that is their actions that prove how they will behave. But more importantly, we
It didn't
need
seem
to
like they
focus
had
on where
much
the
control
elephants
of
came
it in
from.
the bar.
Magus, let's stay on task. Which direction did the elephants come from?
They both came from it would be south, which is heading back towards town. So they both came from up here where your token is.
Okay. Can we?
I'm not going to do any damage to it, but I do want to climb up on the deity and see if there's anything that looks out of place. It just seems like this might be some type of activation area of some sort.
You climb up, and as you get on top of it, you notice that you couldn't tell this because of the snow and everything that's kind of fallen on it, but you actually see that there is a bronze a circlet placed upon her head. There's also an electrum necklace around her that's loose.
Well, we can certainly take the treasure.
Does it move? Can you remove it, or
Yes,
is it
someone placed it on it. Is that a mechanism?
So it's just been placed.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly,
Treasure.
claim it.
I claim it.
Okay, so you take off the circlet and you're pilfering off of the statue. As you do that, Brogan, you're still riding about on Dracon, and Dracon begins to kind of kick and kind of move back and forth his head. And as he does that, you look about. You know horses well, and you look and you see that the horse pulling the sleigh is kicking about and starting to have issues, and you look over and you see that Vorpai is trying to calm her horse as well.
So there's certainly something unnatural in the
Yeah,
area. I fly up.
Horses are scared. What's going on?
Fly up.
Keep an eye
What
out.
direction is it?
I'm up for leaving, Androcles, if you're ready to roll.
Well,
So at this
first,
point,
something-
let's pause for a second. At this point, for positioning, Magus,
Get
you're
the
right
hell
here
out.
on the statue. Androcles will say you flew up.
yeah.
Vorpai is up here, and they're all the NPCs are still over here by the wagon. Brogan, you're over here riding about. Raftontix is with you. Okay, Androcles, as you fly up, you look and you see that the flaming star has gotten closer, and as you look even closer, it is your keen eyes in the as the snow is moving in and everything. You look and you notice immediately that is not a star. Nay, it is a flaming steed that seems to be riding in your direction.
All right, I shout. To arms! That is no comet! It's a flaming deity on a flaming steed!
And as you look, you see that it is getting closer. It moves with great haste. And as that happens, as you're flying above, you see that the rider among this, on top of this, reaches out, and you see a giant scythe come out in his hands. And this is what you see.
We're good.
No, that's not Apollo. Dude. That is death,
Ow,
and that is
Adam.
flaming death.
Finally, reinforcements.
All right, and with that, chat. Headstone says certain death, boys. Certain death. All right,
You know
so
Next.
That's against us
a
every game.
a flaming horse has been tracking and looking for you, I guess, and is riding towards you. The rider on its back, wearing a
Look at that
long
steed.
black cloak, his eyes glow red against the sky, pulls out a scythe seeming out of nowhere, and begins spinning it about. And with that, let us all roll initiative. Now, he is in the sky. Now, as he gets closer, he is moving extremely fast. And Brogan, you may roll initiative. Hey, I rolled a
Really?
1 as well. So we're going to go with dexterity.
Okay.
Mine's pretty high if I remember. And
All right, so with
alive.
that, Brogan, you're not going first, but I know that Androcles has higher dexterity, so he'll go.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shout out for Brogan to pull out the bow of Apollo and shoot him, and then I'm going to glaive him. I mean, I'll just go ahead and glaive him twice. So.
All right, hang on. So let me.
Oh my
It's
god.
deeper now
Oh
that
my
you-
gosh. No.
All right.
Bound and determined to cut your feet off.
All right, hang on. First attack with the glaive. It's a natty 1. It's a natty 1. All right, so let's go look at the.
3E. Consult 3E.
All right. Roll a d12, good sir. Let's see how bad this is.
Oh.
10 trip fall. Okay, so you're still hurting, and you're so like you throw out the blade, you throw it, you fall, you land back on the ground, but
Yeah.
you do miss, and that'll
prone?
end your attacks.
Yeah.
Is he prone?
No, he was flying, so that he threw it as hard as he could. He's still getting used to flying on those boots, and he comes back to the ground as the glaive swings back to your hand, but you're on the ground now.
Yeah, but what it looks like is like a fadeaway jumper. You see me just do this.
It's a
heroic
fadeaway
turnaround.
jumper.
Totally Kobe.
Like a
It's
discus,
like-
exactly. Yeah, but it's a discus throw, right? So it's just like
Not
so
a
it's like drop
good start.
down
Not
the
a good start at all. Okay.
Gosh.
All right. So as it's getting closer, let me take a look at what the dex is. All right. So what is? It moves next now, and I'll take it back. Hugo is going to go, and he's going to hide. Hang on a second. Let me roll for Hugo. Okay. Hugo's going to go and hide. Siku is going to run for cover, and that's both of them. And then next, it moves. It moves as it goes. The horse lands next to Vorpai, and the rider dismounts and will land. And then we pull him up.
Have I given the cocaine to Vorpai yet? To anybody yet?
You gave it to Walian.
Where's he at?
He's back
down
here.
by the wagons, is he?
Yeah, he's by the wagons. Oh, hold up. Vorpai is up here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Yeah,
now
sure.
he lands, and as he lands, his hood kicks off, and we finally get to see what the rider actually looks like.
Whoa. Whoa. Time to
Yeah,
go
for a
home.
looking chap.
His rotted skeleton face appears from his hood. You see like some strange crown coming about. His clothes are hanging off of him and tattered and almost moving, and almost like as a shadow about him. As he lands, you don't hear his feet. You only hear the snow crunch where his visage would be. And with that, he begins to walk about the camp or the area. And it is now, let me see what his dexterity, because we're having to go by dexterity. Okay.
Is
So-
this the Lich King from that from that Necro Island? that you guys found the bow from, Brogan?
I don't know. See, we fought a female.
But was she the one in charge? I mean, this seems like he would be some kind of a necro king. Like
As he lands, I need
Island.
everyone to make a sorcery save.
Oh, of
Against
course.
what?
This will be fear. So,
Yeah, nah.
so Vorpai and Brogan are immune.
That's it. Well, what D is that?
D20. So just roll. It's a sorcery saving throw.
You get a
So just
plus
roll
two.
it. Yeah. But it is based off of sorcery.
16.
You are not afraid. Androcles.
Ooh. 12 plus.
Do you get a plus on sorcery?
I'm double checking right now. I'm gonna need it. Where is it? At 4th level. At 4th level.
No, it has to do with
Nope,
what
nope.
saves does the bard get.
Yeah,
Does bard
nope,
get a plus?
definite Device and avoidance.
So no. All right. So you fail. Let me roll a d6.
Ouch.
A 6.
Good.
Oh, good.
You are completely paralyzed in fear.
For 6 turns. All right, fun game.
No. You're paralyzed with fear.
Okay.
Fuck, Dave. What's the kid's name?
Walian.
Walian, take the coke and use your burning breath.
Let me check for Walian. Walian has a chance.
He beat it.
If he takes the coke, can he go help Vorpai?
Walian makes the save. Vorpai is immune to it. Let's see about Siku. Siku fails. As does Hugo.
Oh, barely.
Let me roll for both of these. Let's see.
Isn't he a purloiner or something like that?
Siku and Hugo are both going to run in fear.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
Right. Okay. And with that, it will be... Who's got the higher dex here? I believe it's Brogan.
I've got a 9.
Yeah, it's Brogan.
Well. All right, I'm going to charge. Make it over to
Okay.
a hunk of burning love over here. Can I make it over
Are you going after the horse or the guy?
oh, Jesus. We got to fight the horse, too?
Horse is attacking Vorpai.
Ooh.
They're separate.
We gotta win the horse's love.
Mr. Dead over
gonna
here.
get
We
that
got to
steed.
fight a horse.
I'm gonna get
All
that
right.
steed.
I mean, but I don't want to kill it. Yeah, I do. All right, I guess I'm going to go for the Lich Man.
All right, because of the way this place is laid out with the runes, I'm going to say because of your horsemanship, you'll actually be able to take Draken straight across instead of going around.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know how high these were.
Yeah,
No,
you
they're
can
not.
totally. Yeah, it's broken up enough where you can kind of weave through it and still get your attack off of him. All right, so this will be with the lance.
And as I see him, I'm amazed at his horsemanship.
It is quite amazing.
Call me Lady Godiva. All right, here we go. And he is evil, I take it. So-
He is.
Oh.
Oh,
At
that's
least
a.
it wasn't a one.
At least it wasn't. It's a miss. It's a miss. You go as you lay the lance into him. You go where you think he is, but the shifting of his cloth kind of threw you off, and you go right past him. So that's your turn. And now we go to Walian. Walian's turn.
Take the coke and get over there quickly.
He does. He drinks the potion. As he does that, you see him get as he's running, he seems to be getting taller. And he gets a little bit of peach fuzz on his face as he begins running. He has his shield and his morning star up. He's actually able to run all the way up, and he makes it there right as the horse. He's right next to you. You see him just running as fast as he can. He does bring up his morning star for an attack. He misses. But he's there.
Valiant effort. Valiant.
And with that, it is now Magus's turn.
I'm turning myself invisible.
All right, you cast invisibility. All right. All right. And with that, it is his turn. Oh wait, no, Vorpai. Sorry, Vorpai is going to attack the horse. She is going to drop the lance and pull out the. Did you guys give her one of those magic falcatas?
The +1.
The +1 falcata. She'll attack it with the +1 falcata. Oh, it was a 20 moved over. That's gonna hit.
Oh man.
She hit it.
We got the +2.
Ooh.
Wow. Wow.
There you go.
All right.
We got the +2 Falcata. Wasn't that you, Bob?
What's that?
So she pulls out the falcata and she stabs and hits the flaming horse. With that, it is now it's the undead person's turn.
Yeah, the Lich King.
We'll call him the Lich King.
Liches be crazy.
Lich be cool. Hey, you can turn undead, can't you, Danny?
He
Not
is
yet.
going to, with his claw, he pulls out his skeleton hand and he's going to slash at Brogan on the horse.
Oh.
What's your armor?
Crit.
2.
That hits.
Oh,
Ephus.
ouch.
All right, so let me see. He slashes you with a claw. You take 3 points of slashing damage as he cuts through you. Make a save versus poison.
Uh-oh.
+2.
Fail. You are paralyzed for 7 turns.
Jeez.
I'm out of this fight.
Yeah, you're out of the fight. And with that, the horse is standing. You're just kind of frozen on the horse. Actually, if you're paralyzed, you fell off the horse. I'll say Draken
Did he,
kept
though?
it.
Wait,
Yeah,
his
he
horse
would.
was intelligent.
No, he fell off the horse. If his whole body just went paralyzed, he's off the horse. Okay. And with that, we go to new round. So, Magus, roll a d6. I rolled a 6. Okay. So I'm going to go first. The horse is going to move to kick at Vorpai.
Or stomp.
Brings the flaming hooves up to attack Vorpai. That'll hit. And that'll miss. Vorpai takes 2, 3, 4, 5, -1 because of the armor. So Vorpai takes 4. So the flaming hoof hits her. She ducks under the shield. It still hits her. It singes her body as she gets hit by the flaming horse. You now see the skeleton king, or whatever we're going to call him, the skeleton man. He reaches over. He grabs the bow off of Brogan.
Yep.
And runs and begins walking over to his horse. As he does that, he doesn't mind Walian at all, and Walian will get to make an attack as a reaction. And he misses. He picks up the bow and gets on his horse. With that, it is now, let's see, Walian has gone, Vorpai can go. Vorpai will take her swing at the horse. Miss. And now it is Magus's turn.
Can I reach him before he leaves?
If you jump down and run, you could. Yeah, you can.
Alright. And I am going to put my burning hands on him as my last spell.
Okay. Let me take a look at something real quick.
Is he on fire as well? He's not on fire, just the
No.
horse.
Just the horse. Yeah, okay, yeah, you hit him. And how much does that do? It does 8 points of flaming damage. As you become visible, you pull the flame out of the star metal. You burn the visage of this person. You see that the clothing kind of reacts, and the flame does actually affect him. As he kind of like he reels back, holding the bow. And now it is Androcles. You're still paralyzed. The other two are running in fear. They have left. Raftontix is still flying about. Brogan is on the ground, and now it is a new round. Androcles, you do get to roll initiative for this round.
Really? Okay.
I'm rolling at a 3.
So am I.
Oh, look at you! All right, so it's a dex battle. So it will go Walian and then Magus and then him. Actually, no, Vorpai goes first. So Vorpai will make the attack on the horse. Actually, no, Vorpai is going to run over and see if she can hit him. She misses.
Nope.
And then Walian is going to make an attack. This time he gets 2 attacks because of the potion. He will hit with the first one. And miss with the second one. He does actually connect with the Morning Star. You hear something crack on the back of this undead as something like breaks off of him as he pulls the Morning Star back. Magus, it is your turn.
Now, so I did the burning hands and it did do damage.
It did.
I am going to throw my incendiary oil on him.
Oh yeah, that. All right. Make a. All right.
Well, he's already on fire, so I'm like, what can I do to magnify that, right? And I'm like, I have this oil. As we look that up, I look at him and it says, "It seems you burn. Let's see if you can burn in hell."
Oh, I like it.
Nice.
I like it. So you throw it, it goes through like whatever his clothing, it kind of flies through him. The fire it ignites on the other side of him. So now there's flame over here, which I believe I have. And with that, he's going to make an attack on Magus with his claw. He hits you. Magus take 8 points of damage and make a poison saving throw.
D20?
Yeah. You are paralyzed for 6 turns, also known as an hour. And with that, he gets on his steed and begins to fly away, but not before Walian gets another shot at him. Misses with the first attack, hits with the second attack, and hits him for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And with that, he leaves with the bow.
Oh my gosh. Seriously?
All right.
What?
An hour passes, and Androcles, you calm down. Brogan and Magus, you have been dragged to the middle of the camp by Walian quite quickly, and Vorpai. Hugo and Siku come back after about an hour, making sure that the coast is clear. And here's where we are.
Yes, we're still alive. Thanks for coming back. No thanks to you.
I couldn't fight that thing. What could we do?
That's
And
okay,
Siku looks and goes, I have a sharp stick. What am I going to do against that thing?
That's okay. We don't have to do anything because he took his bow and he left. Apparently, it's the bow of that death gods. So, that is between Apollo and Hades now, I guess. Wow.
Do we have any idea who, like, he might be an emissary of?
The DM?
Religion check or
Oh,
something? Or
Charon or something? I mean, what do we think, Trevor?
You
Would
don't
we know
know.
enough?
You've never run into anything like that before.
Yeah. He didn't say anything?
He didn't say anything. He just showed up
Took the bow and
Took
left.
the bow, right. The thing that is
Okay.
interesting to Magus is, as powerful as this being was, he didn't kill anybody.
Right.
I was just sitting here thinking that he had me dead to sights. I mean, the guy
All of
could
us.
have.
He had
Yes,
all of
I
us
mean,
dead to rights, and he chose not to.
yeah. The fact that we're still sitting here talking is blowing my mind.
Yeah. Apparently, we were beneath him. So,
Hmm.
Brogan, I'm afraid that you must pray harder to Apollo.
Yes, I agree.
Perhaps we should all pray to him to be thankful. Because,
Shall we camp
lived.
here tonight? I'm licking my wounds, as it were.
Certainly, we'll set watch, and actually, let's set out some wolf
You
bait,
all,
too.
you all should rest. I'll keep watch. And you look over, you notice that Waylian is older now and seems a bit more mature as he stands a good 6 inches taller than he was before. He hit a growth spurt.
Mm.
I got hair under my armpits.
Well, it's
I
not
live
every
with
day
watch.
that you face a death god and live, Waylian. Congratulations again.
I hit him as hard as I could.
You did. You faced a death god and you survived, my friend. You gave him what for. You represented well, and you are more of a man for it.
We need to hurry back to town with the wolfsbane. They'll need it.
Certainly. We'll leave at first light. But
No,
for right now, you're right, we will rest.
All right, so everyone rests through the night. Everyone gets 1 point of their constitution back that was losing it. And with that,
How many hit points do we get back?
it's interesting. One.
The bow of Apollo
Sounds about right.
leaves.
This ain't D&D.
Yeah, we knew that after we were paralyzed for an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll go ahead and skip forward. Everyone will rest through the night and then head back to town. As we head back to town, we make it past, and I just want to kind of show the as we get back to Ryland. As we get back to Ryland, the horses and everything in tow, after many encounters, we get back to town, and you see that the crowd and everyone there is the guards seem to have their weapons tipped in silver, as that was one of the preparations they were making as we get back into town. Everyone there is glad that you have returned. You do meet up with several of the priests of Cthulhu that are there. Most notably, let me go ahead and pull him up as well. Halvis. Halvis comes and says, "Oh, good, you brought it. We need to plant it and seed it as fast as we can. I have some men for that." And you see some of the farmers and things coming about and taking what you've got and trying to plant it and seed it around the town as to kind of make a hedge or some type of, almost to try to a deterrent, if you will, with that. So they're very thankful for that. I mean, you brought a whole wagon of this stuff back, so they're able to kind of plant it around town. And you see several of them praying over the plants and blessing them and trying to, beseech mighty Cthulhu to help grow the plants. Brogan, you look over this and you just kind of sneer at the idea, thought of this. This is kind of ridiculous. And you also look over and Alfar walks up and goes, oh, Waylian, I did not recognize you. You've grown. And then Waylian goes, Yes, Uncle, I have. It was quite a long journey. So Waylian goes to meet with Alfar and to tell him that, and you can say we have much to discuss. As you can tell that Waylian is ready to leave and continue his journey with Brogan, but he must first settle some affairs with Alfar and let him know that he's not coming back, but he's going to go and rest. And as they're having that conversation, Brogan, what would you like to do as we're back in town?
I'm going to look at a dockhand or whoever's like on the docks,
Okay.
and just toss them some coin and be like, "Hey, that ship over there, you need to take the old name off and put a new one on."
Oh, the
Androcles-
long ship, right?
Androcles, what should we call the new one? I'm thinking Liberator or something like that.
Oh, I love that. Yes, the Liberator. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect for many reasons. Love it.
Okay. All right. So you speak to the deckhand. His name is Dar, and Dar goes, "Oh, good. Yeah, we can do that. You're taking the ship now, are you?"
Well, yeah, they ain't gonna be using it no more. So
Love it. Liberator.
Building a navy.
That's perfect.
All right. So they you go down and kind of oversee the changes of the boat and kind of going over all of that. As you're doing that, Magus, what are you doing?
I'm heading to the bar.
You head to the bar now. I will tell you, you do have those bracers that you had from a while back that you have yet to identify.
Oh, yeah. Identify them.
So that's going to take you a day. It's a ritual. You spend a day doing that. They are
my tower power.
you go to your tower of power and you identify the bracers. They are +1 bracers. So what that does, it reduces your armor by 1 while you're wearing
Yay.
it. So
All right, Magus.
Right, I got them on. So total though is just is reduces armor by 1.
yeah, that's basically what it is.
Awesome.
Trevor, I'm going to go to...
Did they fix the hole that we put in the bar?
Yes. The
Yeah, I'm
hole
gonna
that you
buy
put
it.
in the bar is gone. Has been repaired.
Oh, good. Very good. Since we've got a day, I'm going to go buy a chain whip, and I'm going to go buy a couple of hand tridents.
Okay, so with that, you're gonna have to get those made. They don't have those readily available. Those are kind of the chain whip. We could probably make that work. The hand tridents, we'll have to get those made. Yeah.
Sure, no problem.
So yeah, we'll get you a chain whip. That I think we can manage. All right, so go ahead and as you work on that. Now, here's the thing: we're gonna have some downtime because this is a chance for us to decide what the next course of action is, and also it's an opportunity for us to advance to level 5. And we'll go ahead and do that
Yay.
in game. We'll do that in game. So what we're going to do for the rest of tonight will be kind of planning what the next step is, and then deciding what the leveling aspect is. So there will be a little bit of downtime, and we'll kind of do that. So what I want everyone to do is we're going to have a passage of time. We'll say it's going to be a week or two that you're going to spend in town. And so what I want to do is a couple of things. One, I do want everyone to roll on the debauchery table as we're in town. And that will also be a way to kind of spend some of the loot that you've gotten to get the experience that you need to level. That's kind of part of this, is that you have treasure, and now we're going to drink and piss some of it away to enjoy yourselves. So let me pull that up. Oh, look, no, already, look at that. He's ready to roll. We're not rolling yet. Just hang on. Just hang on. I'll tell you something we can do. We'll go ahead and get everyone level 5. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's do live. Everyone go ahead and roll your HP for moving up.
Ooh, here we go.
Big money, big money. Oh!
All right, so that means you take the average,
I will take the average,
which is
what, 5?
5, right?
Oh my gosh!
Androcles will also be taking the average, which is 4. Okay, your health is not a D20, Chris. It's a D4.
Oh god!
I've got the power.
Roll your D4 health. 3.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good. The only person that got above average was the lowly wizard. All right, hang on a second. Let me pull this up real quick.
All right.
Oh, and during this time, we also have new spells. Now, I know what spell was Androcles going to learn.
I need to look.
Okay, as you figure that out, it's time to pull something out of the stones. Now, I got a question. Our magician friend, you get your 3rd level spell. Do you have one ready, or are you going to rando?
I'm gonna do as I've always done, and I'm gonna let Hyperborea decide.
All right, so chat, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pull this up so it's legit, okay? We're going to go look at... Don't roll it yet. He is going to roll random what his next spell level is. So this is going to be great. All right, so he gets his first 3rd level spell.
Is there a
All right.
spell of like lich ass kicking?
Let's go see what the spell list is for magicians. All right, we're gonna pull it over here. All right,
So,
this could be amazing or terrible. Let's do it. Roll percentile to see what your third level spell is going to be, Master Magician. Percentile, please. Drum roll. He rolls a 24.
And Griffey, come on.
24 is Fireball.
Are you serious?
He got Fireball.
Yes.
Hyperborea.
Fireball.
Hyperborea
Take
taketh
the
and
fire
Hyperborea
angle.
giveth.
I like it.
He legit rolled Fireball.
That is awesome.
It's great. Oh. All right, so for the fun of it, let's look up what Mr. Fireball is. Oh, I can't believe you actually randomly got Fireball. That is fantastic.
And that's a level 3 spell?
Yeah, so Fireball from the palm of the sorcerer's hand shoots a fiery missile that explodes into a 40-foot diameter sphere of flames when it strikes the target. It does 1d6 HP per CA level to all within the area. So right now you are a caster ability of 5, so it does 5d6.
Yep.
Targets must make a sorcery save for half damage. Alright, now here's the thing that's interesting. The fireball must occupy its full volume. If cast in an enclosed area smaller than the 40-foot diameter, the flames expand as necessary into halls, tunnels, closets through windows, etc.
So my casting ability went up with level 5, right?
Yeah, so your casting ability is fine. That means Burning Hands now does 10 damage. And Fireball does 5d6 in a 40-foot diameter.
Mhm. That's mad.
So, Magus just got his Hadouken.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, so that just happened. All right, now comes the fun part. Brogan, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to
What?
get your debauchery on?
Oh.
What kind of debauchery does a paladin get into? Like,
Wait, I was the first one in the bar.
You're studying your fireball. You're pulling fireball out of the rock. As you're doing that, let's see. We'll have to, whatever it is, we'll have to tailor it to a paladin.
Yeah.
Yes.
oh,
He means it well, but it goes poorly.
during the week, Alien and I have been praying because the Lich really shook us.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I'm trying to figure out a way to combat strengthy undead. And that's why I start to develop this turn undead ability.
Okay. All right. So y'all are trying to figure out how to repel the undead. Okay. That's good. You're spending a week saying praying to Apollo like we have to repel. You fought the undead several times now. You've lost a friend to the undead, so you got to figure out a way to turn it. Okay. With that, roll percentile to see what else you've been up to during your downtime. A 99. That means you get to roll twice. So roll 2 more times.
Lich
You've had-
really shook me.
You've had an eventful couple of weeks. 53.
And a 60. Just say what it is first.
All right. We're going to do the second one.
Mhm.
And then we'll do the first one. Okay.
Okay.
You have spent your money on drink, companionships, and trinkets for your new friends. So you've basically been whining and dining everyone. And
Companions?
companions. All right. The first roll.
Does he smell like vanilla?
Danny, roll a d6.
Lord. How many like women I knocked up or something? What is this? We can tailor it to a paladin if we have.
All
to.
right, so here's the thing. This is gonna have to happen. You rolled
This is
love
my-
never dies.
With the gorilla,
So
you know.
you hooked up with Vorpai,
What?
and in the morning you woke up and she was dead.
You murdered Vorpai?
I don't want to say that I'm really good, but
Vorpai is dead,
we had
and
the had the time of her life. Was like, it's all downhill from here. It's over.
You murdered Vorpai.
No. She wasn't murdered. She died. You're not quite sure how. So you wake up next to her and she's dead. Not quite sure what happened.
My shield maiden. You killed my shield maiden. I am not happy about this.
You have some explaining to do.
Something.
You believe she may have been poisoned. All right, with that, let's move over. So Vorpai is dead, and she may have been poisoned.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not happy about this.
All right, as that is happening, Magus, roll your D100. Roll a D20. All right, so you have just become, after learning all this new power, you're feeling very on top of the world, unstoppable, if you will. You go downstairs and you begin drinking, and you drink a lot. And as you drink a lot, you find that this power that you have is made you into a nasty drunk. And in fact, you get in a fight, and in that fight, you actually burn part of the bar, as several tables catch fire as you get into your brawl. And you do 170 gold worth of damage to the bar, which is most of the tables in the bar have caught fire. So you'll have to give them those 20 copper necklaces should cover the damages.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Take this. Take this. I never meant this to happen. I love this bar. Take this. I am so sorry. May I go back to my room now, or do I need to find another place to stay? I'm so sorry.
With that, they just want you to get the heck out of here. Just go back upstairs. You obviously can't hold your liquor. All right, Androcles, you roll.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Androcles.
All right,
Worst
so
heroes ever.
first things first.
This
I'm
is
going
the second
to help.
time that Magus has torn his bar.
It's true.
So, Trevor,
Yeah.
remember how we had talked about spike growth and chameleon and all these really cool druid spells?
Which one are you going to take?
Plant growth, because you know how I'm all about the story. We're going to plant that wolfsbane, and we're going to make sure that wolfsbane grows. So
Hey,
I can
Brogan approves. Brogan
Thank you.
approves.
That's really good. All right, so
Thank
you're
It's
taking
certified
plant
plant.
growth, and now over the next week, what is it? How exactly does that spell work?
It fills a 20 by 20 rectangular area per caster level. I am now 5th level caster, so it's 100 by 100 per casting, and it's permanent. So I can make that a strip along the walls. So instead of being 20 feet, or 100 by 100, I can make it 2 by, or I can make it like 1 foot by 1,000. So that way it will encircle, or it would be, like I can make squares.
Right.
You know?
All right, so basically through the week, you basically,
Yeah, that's what I'm casting.
this place is loaded with wolfsbane.
Yes, it
Okay.
is now
Andy,
officially.
Can you make any plants with that 100 by 100? You might be
Yeah.
set for quite a while. There's a Jeff Wolfsbane. Just asking.
Yeah, you know what? If you want to start some poppy fields, yes, we can set up some poppy fields.
As we're
gentle-
planting the wolfsbane around town, give me a D100 to see what kind of trouble you get into.
Sure.
Poor guy,
I'm not happy about Vorpai. That ain't cool. Oh gosh, 46,
Oh.
which is
Also, burn down the bar after they fix it.
Roll
feel
it.
like
Roll a
such an ass.
D6.
1. Not bad.
One night while drinking a lot, this is the same night that the bar. This was the celebratory night of getting back and drinking, and right before the bar caught fire from Magus's anger, you drank so much that you stood up and you were like, "I'm gonna go. I gotta go use the bathroom," and you just turned around and peed in the middle of the room,
Oh,
thinking you were outside, and now everyone, you were embarrassed. But you thought you were outside, and you just basically stood up and just peed in the middle of the bar. Now, here's the thing. That's not that uncommon of an occurrence. But for you, it was like, whoa, you're kind of embarrassed.
Yeah.
Not that uncommon.
You just got up and peed right in the middle of the room.
This bonfire was the
How
outhouse.
embarrassing.
Yeah, but thankfully, Magus took care of the cleanup.
Hey, if you rolled a 6, you would have soiled yourself. So at least it wasn't bad.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh my god.
Dude,
All right, so
killed Warpie. Why could you have killed like somebody else? I don't know. Anyway, that's okay. You killed Warpie.
hey, I liked Vorpie,
I know.
but it serves the story. Now, here's the thing: she might have been poisoned.
hmm
Mhm.
I'm definitely gonna do some because I believe he was poisoned. I'm definitely gonna do some investigating.
Yeah,
Right.
by that D. You poisoned her with that D.
All right, so. All right. With that, I just like to say I like the fact that Danny has this like Valentine's Day heart-shaped
Yes.
sucker.
I had fireballs. That's what I went to go get, and I ate them all. So.
Yeah,
I
like
gotcha.
a reverse ninja scroll.
All right. So with that, you do some investigating and find out, like, either something she ate or something she drank, but something was definitely foul. You're not really sure. You do go talk to Magus about it. This is be the day after the incident. So you go up and you knock on the door and find Magus still hung over from the night before, but you're dealing with a body in your room.
Do you smell something?
It would be the
I
bar.
smelled the burning jar of what's left of the bar downstairs. Yeah.
Though that wasn't a dream.
Afraid not, buddy. This is, third time's a charm. Why don't we go down and have, a bonfire? Let's
I don't know what happened. I was so happy to see that they had repaired the last thing that I did. I feel terrible.
Well, in other news, Androcles pissed in the middle of the room, and Vorpie's dead.
What?
Wait, what?
Now this
What
is just
happened to
Magus.
Warpie?
This is just Magus and
Right.
and
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll relay the story of, I'm like, I know she was no gorilla, but, she.
Did you?
I
Did
go
you
after
kill
the
her?
humans. That's
You killed her.
If by you mean she was poisoned the night before, I killed her. Yes.
I'm so confused and my head hurts. Let's find Androcles and hopefully they'll let me stay the night here once again.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna find out who did this.
You take Magus back as you're looking for Androcles. You do have to pass right by your room, and the body is there, still so cold, in bed. Magus, what do you want to do?
Why is she in your bed?
Where she died, I don't want to mess the crime scene up yet.
But you were with her the night that she died.
I think she was poisoned before and died sometime overnight.
How do you feel?
Sad.
But you don't feel sick to your stomach or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm
But
just
not-
concerned
not
about
from
downstairs.
poison.
What's that?
I'm just wondering if you're poisoned as well. If you were with her all night.
Maybe, I don't know. We were worried about maybe she died of fear from the whole floor burning downstairs. I don't know.
Don't lay this on me, man.
No, but for real, is there anything you can do with your magic abilities to?
I could finish what you started. I could burn her into a cinder block. They won't smell anything because it smells like smoke in here anyway.
As you're saying that, you do catch a whiff of something kind of foul in the room, Magus. Your ability to know different potions and things of that, your alchemy, you do smell something foul. And as you look, you notice that there's a little bit of like green coming out the side of her mouth. And as you go down and look, you sniff it, and it's definitely the telltale sign of there's a poison that's made out of a green lotus. And it's very rare and quite expensive to make.
Have you any lotus on you, my friend?
Oh, that stuff ain't good, man. That gives you the bad vibes.
You didn't do any group therapy last night before your time
The
together?
only recreation was I imbibed generous amounts of alcohol, but no smoking of the herb yet. Androcles hasn't made my field of marijuana yet.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, for some reason you want to make wolfsbane around the town before that. But
This is poison. This is definitely something that is quite rare, and I've not seen any hints of it here. I wonder who in this town might have access to this type of poison. And who would want to poison her?
it might have been meant for me.
Who did you spend time with down at the bar before you came up?
Pre fire.
Yep. Yeah, before I...
It's a little hazy. Everyone in town was there.
Right. So look, maybe we can ask Androcles what he knows about this lotus.
So you don't want me to burn her?
Yeah, we'll make her a pyre outside after we figure out everything we can.
You need a 40-foot pyre.
Are you going to put her on the Liberator? Set it on fire?
She
I like
was
her
quite
enough.
the warrior. She was quite the... And with that, does Andrew please come in? Is that his opening statement? Do you want to put her on the Liberator?
No, I'm underwater. I spent the night in the ocean after I urinated.
Oh,
I
you're
just-
good. You're exfoliating.
yes,
Right.
Yeah,
Atlanteans have to spend some time in the water. Their skin gets all dried out.
yeah.
Mm,
So-
yeah, I saw the meme
All right,
earlier.
well, I'm going to go down. Brogan's going to go down to the Ritz Carlton and find
Yes.
Androcles and ask him to come. And I'm going to break him the news. The Vorpai were poisoned. And
I'm
say,
not happy
like,
about
It
that.
just reminds me of the movie Four Rooms, where they kept smelling something, and then there was a
Yes.
dead hooker up under the bed.
A great movie.
Oh.
That
All
was
right,
funny.
so
That was
you
very
go
funny.
get Androcles. Androcles, you get done from your winter bath in the ocean, and as you come up, he breaks you the news of Warpie, which you're upset about. You get back
Extremely.
up to town, and the body is still there. Magus is there, hung over in the room, and
I did say we burn her.
No. Is it possible to take her to that priest and bring her back? Revive her?
Maybe. That's a good idea, actually.
I would prefer that we do that.
now,
It's worth it to me.
Magus, you do know that one of the things that you can summon can actually speak to the dead.
Hmm.
All right.
I'd rather speak to the living. I'll
It
go
makes me
get the
really
priest.
sick whenever I do that, and I feel like hell right now. But
Yeah, so it's going to be just normal. It's like a lateral move. It's no better, no worse.
I'll do it for you, my friend. I mean, it's not every day you kill someone you spent the night with.
You killed her, Brogan? Is that what happened?
No, she.
He spent the
think-
night with a lady, and she did not wake. But she was poisoned,
Hmm.
and I'm just messing with him.
I see.
I'll summon it. So with that, I start moving my hands and putting my hands on the star metal.
And with that, you smell that brimstone in the middle of the room as this strange like opening in the room pops out, and this long necked, long like snout thing starts pulling itself out of this hole. It looks completely different than what you've seen before. It almost has almost like a giraffe neck as it's kind of coming out with this long snout, and these purple ears are coming about. And he gets walking over and sniffing towards the body. It has its 4 legs as it kind of crawls over, and this very strange looking thing. Like it's more, like I said, it's more purple and like dark blue skin, almost like scale, as it moves across and starts sniffing the body. Brogan, you look back, you've never seen anything like this before. As this daemon kind of starts sniffing about the body, and you hear this very dark guttural noise, and he goes, "Oh, what do you seek?"
Speak to her. Speak to her and say, who did this to you?
And with that, its snout goes and it like covers the ear of Vorpai, whose the corpse is laying there, and you hear this guttural whisper kind of into the mouth and into the ear. And as you do that, the breath comes out of Vorpai, and you hear Alvis.
Wait, you're cutting out. Say that again.
Alvis.
Alvis, son of a biscuit.
The head priest?
That's all you hear.
I heard Elvis.
Alvis. Halvis, right?
Right.
That's his name.
Elvis?
Halvis murdered her.
Elvis.
The priest of Cthulhu poisoned her. Why? Why did he poison you?
Magus.
Speak to her. Why did he do this?
Again, this guttural voice kind of like goes into and echoes in the ear of Vorpai, and as you hear it, all of you just kind of like reach back. It almost hurts to hear this voice as it goes into her ear. And again, this voice came out, and you hear her say, "A drink for Brogan."
I want to look over at Androcles and it's like, we got some Cthulhu priests to kill.
She did this to save you?
I think it got mixed up.
How do I get rid of this daemon?
There's a number of ways. You have a knife. You have a fireball. You have.
You have to kill it?
I'm gonna go for broke. I'm gonna do the fireball.
Whoa!
No. Fireball explodes all of us.
Let me get her corpse first.
Everyone dies.
Great campaign, guys. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
You're still learning that spell.
Rocks fall, you die.
It would hit everyone in the room.
But it would be the third time in a week you've turned down again.
So, Brogan, you pulled me back.
Yeah.
And I just say, stab it. Send it back.
Yeah, you go reach for your rock. Brogan stops you.
Then I just say, send it back. Stab it. Destroy it.
I'll grab my +3 sword and see.
All right, you just with one you just hack it in half as it falls over dead, and it has like this orange gooish blood as it kind of like it just got. And now the whole room is weird. You've got this body, you've got a dead daemon. This whole room is off now. But you've paid for the room for another week, so this is your room for.
Trashing.
And the room service here is terrible.
Yeah.
Trevor, is there a higher level druid that I would know that was in the area since I've been planning this Wolfsbane in the area? No.
No.
Yeah. All right. In that case, we'll set Vorpai to rights and read her last rites. And I'm not happy about this. Not happy at all.
There's not a priest of some sort in town, Brogan?
Oh, there is one named Halvis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
anybody else?
over. I'm having a hard time processing.
Okay.
Let's go find Halvis.
So Halvis, you go down and ask for Halvis. You go down to the bar. You do see one of the other priests walking about, and he goes, "Halvis he's meditating and he cannot be disturbed."
Oh, of course he can't. Where is he?
Yeah.
I believe he's in his chamber, down below. If you wait,
Perfect.
I'll call for him.
No, that's all right. We'll go speak to him.
No, you cannot.
No need to disturb him.
It is forbidden.
That's perfectly fine. I'm going to move past him, and I'm going to push him to the side. If I need to roll initiative and go ahead and shove him, I'm perfectly happy to do that.
Okay. You go to push him out of the way without a problem, and then you go move down, and you start moving down the steps.
Yes.
When he does that, you hear him start screaming out. He goes, "No, you can't! You can't!" And you hear this voice, guttural voice coming out of him. Make a sorcery saving throw.
Ooh, like a command?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's on now. Do I get is there initiative or?
No, I gave it to you. You pushed him. You moved past him. Now he's free form.
Nice.
You resist the voice in your head as you turn and you look, and as you look, you see him speaking at you. His tongue has split in four. As it's kind of like his tongue has gotten long and it's split in four, and it's kind of like trying to cast or speak some type of strange incantation. And with that, we'll roll initiative. So
Yes, we will.
we'll go with Brogan. I'm going at a 2. Oh, we're going at a 2 as well. Androcles, you will go first.
I will throw the glaive at his face.
All right, make your attack.
Yes.
Roll your d4. All right,
That's
so
plus
you
2.
hit him. It flies back to your hand. You can attack again. It stabs into his neck. Blood starts hemorrhaging out of his chest. You go to make the second attack. With that, you will hit as well.
Wait.
All right, roll.
Yep.
And you drop him.
Yes.
All right, so you throw it, you pull it back, you hit him again. That second one goes right into his forehead as he falls down to the ground. As he hits the ground, it's almost like he vomits and his tongue gets extremely long. You see about a 1 foot tongue coming out of his mouth that has kicked into 4 different pieces. It's
Kill
like
that.
tentacled out.
But it's alive or it just fell out?
No, it's still attached to him. It's just like he vomited out like a
Oh,
full
wow.
foot of his tongue.
Gotcha. Okay. That is inhuman.
God. Is
Brogan,
that normal for Cthulhu worshippers?
I do not know, but that is definitely not normal for humans of your kind.
Absolutely.
Do I know that, Trevor? What
You've
is
never
he?
seen that before. That's a new one.
Okay.
Who is in the bar right now?
You
we're
look
in the
about and you see several of the bar members looking about, and you see this person drop to the ground. There's mass commotions. Everyone's kind of moving out. As soon as you came back, this is the morning after. There's no tables. It's all cinder. It stinks in here. They're still cleaning up and repairing from the last time you guys celebrated in here, which was just a few hours ago. And with that, the three of you begin to venture down into what do you guys want to do as you start moving down?
I'm drawing
I'm
my
gonna make
Falcata.
him. My plan is to apprehend him and make him resurrect her, and then we're gonna kill him.
Okay. And with that, the three of you begin to move down into the lower level of the inn, which is a great place to pause for next week, because that's a whole thing. That's a whole
I knew we
thing.
would get to this eventually.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
I've been wanting to kill these Cthulhu worshippers the whole time.
So the
Good word
three
out
of
to
you will head down next week. All right,
Okay.
so
Can we call it Underneath the Flamin' Damon Inn?
the Flamin' Damon Inn. I love it. Yeah, so we're a little bit of a short night tonight, but between ending the last story arc and starting up the next, we did leveling. We had some debauchery, and then we're setting up little bit of
That was some rock star debauchery. That's the best.
it was.
That's
It was.
the best
And
debauchery.
before we dive into a there's no going back at this point. The three of you are heading down. But before we start a dungeon crawl, I want to have a full night for that. So let's plan that for next week. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week for more Heroes of Hyperborea as they go into the Temple of Cthulhu, which will be next week.